course, the one and only Benediktas Cirba from Lithuania, the BMW E92 Eurofighter 2JZ underneath the bonnet, 820 horsepower. As Benediktas Cirba fires that car in now, this will feel like getting back into bed for him. This car will feel comfortable. He's been in it all off-season. He's been proving himself in championships. Look at the speed from Cirba as he takes out that cone. He was moving so quickly through that centre section of the circuit, he couldn't slow it down. Cirba back on the throttle once again, and that is a fast run from Cirba.
I would look at a timer because it was visibly so much faster than everybody else. Tough to get anyone to 1.5. Like, what do you do now? Just go to the moon?
Well, he won't want to be pipped by Ali McSeed because he's just been battling with him in the Middle East, so he's going to want to outdo him. He dials on the angle. Look at this initiation from Cirba, and he's on that inside zone. That's incredible. Cirba has come to fight this year. Cirba wants a championship under his belt, and he wants to be the European champion. He's shy on the outside zone, but can he make up for it now with aggression and speed as he opens up the throttle? He looks out the side window of that Cirba fighter. He looks across the line. He says, "That is how you do it."
That's it all. But on a day like today, let's see what happens.
Well, let's see what happens through the chicane, down through the gears, and look at this. Yves Meyer on the back bumper of that BMW as they fire in. Look at this from Cirba. No messing around, but that opens the door for Yves Meyer, and he didn't take the opportunity to dive into it. Now he's in the smoke. He's put too much angle on, and that allows Benediktas Cirba to start pulling away. Yves Meyer making a whole load of mistakes in the background as Benediktas Cirba flicks the car into that final outside zone, opens up the throttle, drives away as Yves Meyer on the inside of the circuit, desperate to get himself back in the fight.
Simple. Got caught in the smoke.
Easy.
Just caught in the smoke. Went in the wrong line.
You find yourself in the wrong position.
Unless you just full throttle blindly through it, which is dangerous at any speed. See what happens in the second run as Meyer now goes into the first corner. Cirba really close, probably closer than it needs to be, but that's a little bit of it. Oh! Cirba spins out, hits Meyer, and we are back in the multiverse. We don't know what's happening. Did Meyer come off throttle? Did Cirba? It looked like Cirba gained a lot of ground, and yeah, don't know. We'll have to look at that one again, Ian.
That is going to be multiple angles, drones, cameras, slow-mos, the whole lot on this one.
Did Meyer come off throttle?
I don't think Meyer came off throttle because there was...
He means business this weekend. He is here to win this event, and very much so is Alex Halovny as they come through the gears. This one is going to be close.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolute slugfest once again as they fire in. Look at the initiation from Cirba. There's no messing around. Full throttle straight away as Cirba gets himself into that zone, and you can see that Halovny is not letting him get away. A little wobble from Halovny as he avoids that inner zone, and now that's messed up the line. But Cirba not deep on the outside zone as they come back across the circuit into this final outside zone. A little separation as Cirba opens up the throttle, and Halovny makes a last dive on the door.
Severa's creeping in there.
Glued to the door. Here we go. Through the chicane goes Alex Halovny. Now they start to wind the cars up through the gears. They go down. Nice initiation from both guys. Nice and wide from Halovny. He now, is he going to go wide? He looks like he won't go wide for that inside zone. He does, and that's going to push Cirba right to the edge of the circuit. He misses the outside zone too, Halovny. Maybe he's got that car up too much. Cirba through the smoke. Wheel to wheel on the outside zone. Cirba's coming for him. He's hungry for it. Pops through the smoke into that final outside zone. Cirba shallow angle, but he's up on the door. He's got the proximity as Cirba pushes Halovny along.
He's got this far. Can Clifford pull one out of the bag here? Look at this. He's going for it against Benediktas Cirba. They're almost side by side on entry. Look at Clifford now trying to risk it all.
Yeah, he's going to risk it all, Dave. He's going to go for this one now as Cirba stands on the throttle, starts to pull away already. Clint Van Aert waits for it before he starts to unwind all the power from the engine underneath the bonnet of that Nissan 200SX, and he's going to need it all right now. And look at this from Cirba. He's dialed that car up to 100 as he fires that car into that final outside zone. Clint Van Aert just doesn't have an answer for the grip and the pace of Benediktas Cirba as he fires it across the line.
This was wild, right? Lithuania versus Holland. Here we go, second half of the battle. Cirba's got all the plaudits on his side from the first run because he had all the pace, but now he's got to chase as well.
Yeah, now he's got to get it done, and we know that Clint Van Aert has a very nice lead line. But what can Benediktas Cirba do? He seems to have the grip and the pace. He starts to put it onto the back bumper. Clint Van Aert a little wobbly coming into that inner zone, and Benediktas Cirba is aggressive, tags aside of Clint Van Aert, and they hold on to it. Clint Van Aert deals with the pressure from Benediktas Cirba as the Lithuanian gives him a thump across the circuit. They stay in it together, and Clint Van Aert handles it once again.
He's got half the chance to keep that record right. Cirba and Lauri Heinonen definitely the two fastest on the course, the two favourites now to take the win. Let's see what happens when they go head-to-head here in the semi-final.
Yeah, nice initiation from Benediktas Cirba as Lauri Heinonen starts to get into it now. Cirba starts to apply the pressure. He knows he needs to be fast. He knows he needs to put everything he can to use right now because he knows that Lauri Heinonen will be wanting to hunt him down and look for that door. Bow! Big angle transition from Cirba. That was disgusting the way they fired that car into the outside zone. No regard for Lauri Heinonen as they come across the line.
Nobody's been able to catch Lauri so far. That's what's going to be all about.
Well, can he do it? Can he keep with him?
Well, here we go.
Well, he's through the gears, and look at this. The car starts to flex under the speed that they now start to carry as Benediktas Cirba fires that car in, but he's had to give him some room to manoeuvre as Lauri Heinonen shallows off the angle massively, then starts to dial it back on again, and now Cirba gets himself back in the fight. He's the only man this weekend that's had the pace. Heinonen fires on the big angle. Cirba's still with him. Can Cirba hang in this long outside zone as Lauri Heinonen puts foot to floor and gets himself across the line?
Cirba trying to get a trophy back in that van to go to Lithuania in round 2. Here we go.
Through the gears, they calm down to the chicanes. Bang through the initiation point. Cirba fires that car in. You can't even see Zalewski for the smoke because he's onto the door of the Lithuanians BMW, and now Cirba has wound the grip up to 100. He knows he can deal with it, and he struggles to get to the outside zone. Zalewski with him on the back bumper. They fire into the final outside zone. More contact as Zalewski takes a hammering to the side of Cirba's BMW.
Zalewski hit him and said, Here we go. It's going to be Zalewski in the lead position, Cirba in the chase, and we are ready to rock and roll. Who's going to take third step on the podium?
Well, nice initiation from Adam Zalewski there as he fires that car in. Cirba a little bit left there, had to wait, stalled the car up, didn't get on throttle nice and early. Now Zalewski starts to put in that nice lead line. Can he hold it together? Big handbrake drag there, though, as they come down the hill into the outside zone. Cirba tucks her nose in cheekily to have a little look up the inside of Adam Zalewski's GT86. They go wheel to wheel. Now Cirba applies the pressure.
So close.
He's not even paying attention to the camera. He's like, I got some work to do here, guys. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute.
It is the Lithuanian driver. 820 horsepower. We've got a lot of Lithuanian fans here this weekend. Want to see Benediktas Cirba put in a good run. And right now he's 4th in the championship, and he is firing through that first corner. Holding on to it. Nice to the outer zone as Benediktas Cirba as he fires that car, but very, very fluid, but big angle. Can he make it work? He does make it work. Cirba holds on beautifully on the outer zone. Cirba now firing back towards the wall. You can see how close he's going to get, pretty close. And he's right on the extremities there, and it's very hard to see those. Oh, big smash into the wall from Cirba, but he keeps it moving.
To step up,
yeah, and he's got
get some points.
There's a man there that's got the stuff to do it. It's Benediktas Cirba.
Oh, he's got the sauce.
He has.
He's
and
got
this
the
is going to be a caution to the wind because he wants to get up the order. Benediktas Cirba coming through the gears, weight transfer into the first corner, and he makes it work so far. Pretty perfect from Benediktas Cirba as he takes it right out to the edge of the circuit. Little dab of a handbrake, and it's right in there to the outer zone. This is really good from Cirba so far. Needs a little bit of aggression. That's what the judges wanted on the first run, and he's given it a little bit more. Oh, a little bit shallow on that outer zone, and not quite out to the wall there from Benediktas Cirba. Oh, and he falls off throttle for some reason. Cirba just expects the car to wash, and it sounds like something broke.
I think it's dry redemption. He'll want to get a top step on the podium, and he has to go through our three-time champion to get there. And look at Vincek, he's dialed, he's in focus, he wants it, he's hungry for it. But look at Cirba straight onto the back bumper, no messing around. Cirba goes deep on the inside. Oh! And Vincek goes wide and leads them both off circuit, and that puts Cirba into a spin. And how?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you do with that. Vincek finishes the run but goes off circuit. Cirba is on the circuit. Neither run competed, and we said it would be a fight. They didn't even make it through the first corner. Looked to me like Vincek went off. Cirba
into gear, and Cirba gets the green light to go. And now look at this as Vincek gets a nice long run in. He wants to be right up close and personal as Cirba flicks the car across the circuit. Nice initiation from both guys. And here comes Vincek. Vincek into the door, but now Cirba leads them both off track. Cirba takes them both off circuit, but they keep in it as Cirba goes deep into outside zone 4. Vincek has to think about it, get himself back into the fight as they fire along the wall in front of the grandstand. Cirba nails it. Vincek almost comes in backwards as they bring it across the line.
Oh no! Lead Cirba in over the hill.
Yeah, here they come through the chicane. Goes Benediktas Cirba through the gears. Comes Vincek as now Cirba looks for the back bumper. He wants to go close, and he goes close. Almost takes the back end of Vincek's brand new Toyota Supra, and he transitions back again. Whoa! And he puts big angle on. How did he hold on to that? It looked like he was going to spin. Vincek keeps this one absolutely dialed, and now Cirba back into the fight once again. A big push onto the door as they go to the wall. Cirba pushing Vincek across the line.
That is top level because these guys are not backing down. He even takes down the start line cone. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go through the gears. They go. And look at this. Vincek goes for a big swing in as Cirba fires in, and now Vincek takes the back Cirba's BMW on the outside zone 3. That was insane, and they keep in it. Body panels flying everywhere as Cirba puts the hammer to the floor, tries to drive away from Vincek, gets the ball run nailed. Cirba goes wider than anyone, but Vincek's on the door, pushing Cirba.
Oh, that's unbelievable. That has to be two of the most exciting runs I've ever seen in Mondello Park. So you got Benediktas Cirba
This is the final, right?
on the start line, the Lithuanian driver, 820 horsepower, E92 Eurofighter, 2JZ powered. And he's going for a late initiation here. Very nice little flick. Slow, tentative, clever so far from Cirba, but he's going in the wall heavy. And he's in the wall, the boot in his favour, but he makes the whole zone work, but he's absolutely destroyed the back of the car, and now it's almost impossible to get out of this, but he's doing a good job. Oh my God, that BMW has sustained a very big hit on the back. He's still in it though, still scoring. Like, you've got to believe that car is not 100% right now as he comes down over the hill, transitions back. Cirba doing a great job with a wounded car to get it up to the wall, and he does get across the line, but that was a heavy hit on the first corner.
A very, very heavy hit, Dave, and you know what, for the tentative initiation,
it's hard to know what to do, Ian. I don't know, and I'm glad I don't have to make any decisions.
Funny thing is, this is 2 days in a row now. We don't know what's going on, but when we're getting through it, ladies and gentlemen, so there we go. Cirba goes for it. It's a fast initiation. I'm looking out the window, and he's no messing around. As Cirba gets into it, the onboard, you can see how focused he is. And he's going to go for a full run of the track. I can see now, because Cirba, like you say, Dave, will want to feel out those conditions. If we do get any running between the break of top 32 and top 16, it could be like this for the rest of the competition.
Yeah, well, here's a question for you. I got a few.
You got a few.
Do you avoid the wall on the first corner to not take the risk and hope that your opponent spins? Do you play it safe? Do you not go right close to the wall?
But then you're risking an incomplete.
But you're risking an incomplete if you don't get past the first corner too. You know, you're seeing big names spin out there. Rintanen,
It's a game of chess.
I don't know. I'm very glad that I don't have to make any of these decisions.
Will the new young blood in the championship come through and steal the ground? And going to steal the thunder? Well, he's coming through the gears down for initiation, and Cirba's all over the side of the S15, but then he gives a little separation. Oh, and Falvey tags the wall and it upsets the car, but he starts to pull away now. Cirba shuts the car down mid-track as parts off of Falvey's car disappear in the background. And Connor Falvey puts foot to floor. Can he hold on to it? Can he complete this run? Or did Benediktas Cirba deem anything there to knock him out of competition? What has happened?
Was it a rebound off Falvey's car that caused the issue? That's the question we're going to have to ask now. What happened with Cirba's car? Did he hit Falvey and cause an issue? No, he's looking at something electronic.
Yeah, so it's the electronics in the car. He's looking at the dash, and these guys all want digital dashes. The radiator taking a big hit with the wall. Now, Cirba will have to initiate and make it round that first corner to get the win in this bye run. It looks like he will complete that as Cirba gets into the outside zone, hammers down, and shuts the car down very quickly. No messing around. Did what he needed to do, and he's going to get back to the paddock if there is any issues with that car. For action, he wants to do it at home in front of his home fans. Can this be the weekend? He stands on the top step of the podium. Through the gears they go. Cirba goes wide, goes on the inside, and gets up onto the door, but shuts it down. As Lauri Heinonen fires away.
Same issue in the top 16 for Cirba. Something's wrong with that car on initiation, whether it's cutting out or whatever is happening. Cirba on that first corner, something's up with the car, and it's happened now in 2 battles. Lauri Heinonen, he's not going to get an easier chance.
Practice 5 hours ago.
What?
5 hours ago they blew that engine up. Only 2 hours ago the car wasn't running. Now, 2 hours later, it's running and off the line. Benediktas Cirba, the Lithuanian driver, looking to continue his form here at Drift Masters, but he's offline, he's shallow, he's feeling scrappy, maybe he's a little bit rusty after taking a lot of time out. He got out of the race suit, put the overalls on and repaired the car himself earlier on. He said, the team needs me right now. I can't be sitting in the van in the shade. I need to be running. And it happened, and they got the car done. There was a scrappy run, Dave, but you know what? Hats off to him and the rest of the team for getting that car back
having
together.
trouble with the car. Not going well, but he's an amazing driver. Lithuanian's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders now. Let's see if he can make it work.
He's through the gears down, comes carrying a lot of speed, goes for an early initiation, has to dab the handbrake again now. As Cirba goes really wide, looks like that car now is on full power. Big transition, big flick across the circuit from Cirba. He's shallow on the outside zone. It looks like the car's gripped up massively. Flicks it through. It doesn't look clean from Cirba, but all he needs to do is get a 73. Is this enough from Cirba as he puts the back bumper to the wall across the line? Could it be the one?
Yeah, I think it's probably enough.
Look, for me, you've got to put Figueres' run and Cirba's side by side in your head and look
into that first corner. Fjordseck slots it into gear, ready to go. Cirba's in gear, ready to go. At the top 32, action begins here.
Yeah, here we go, through the gears, down through that chicane, and takes a back bumper off the back end of that Supra, but he loses a little ground. As Vincek swings it left to right, tags the wall, Cirba opens the door and takes a step in, and Vincek takes him across the line. He's going to be feeling more and more confident now. Every turn of the lap, turn of the track he gets as they come off the line. Cirba to lead out Vincek for a spot in the top 16 away. It's a big clutch kick from Cirba as he flips that car in, but look at Vincek tucked up on the rear wheel, and Cirba drops down the inside and upsets the line from Vincek now. They come down in front of the tower as he fires it right across the circuit. Some ground opens up and Vincek uses that slingshot, that moment of momentum to get himself back into the fight as he now glues it to the rear wheel of the BMW of the Cirba fighter. Up onto the wall goes Cirba and across the line.
That was sensational in the last outer zone from Peter Vincek. Up on the door. I thought that the transition was too risky, but he made it work.
Yeah.
He got away with it. I want to check on that first corner to me, and again, this is only speculation. Did Cirba handbrake one more time after initiation halfway through the zone? I think we're going to have to look for that. But I just think it's something championship order right now.
Yeah, he's doing well this year so far, moving himself back into position. Had a lot of trouble with the car in Riga and a lot of trouble this weekend here in Hungary. Had the gearbox out of the car. They found multiple issues. Did get himself back out for practice, but again, another driver dropping down the inside, losing that momentum, and you can see him having to work to get the car right where he needs it to be. Let the car stall up there, but he does get to the outside zone now as Cirba fires it through, looks for the outside zone, makes it work. Slow, laboured transition, puts him early and across the line. Not the cleanest again, Dave, but this is a man who
watches on as Benediktas Cirba fires in. It's wide, it's perfect, and Cirba had a pretty sketchy first run, but this looks like it's business as usual for the Lithuanian, as he looks much more comfortable in the car right now, as he takes it to the outside. This is excellent from Benediktas Cirba, and Cristialdo, I'd say she probably knows what's about to happen next, as he can hold it together here. Cirba takes it to the edge of the track, and I'll tell you what, Cristialdo is going to be happy with, unfortunately, just a nice ice cream, because it's not going to be a top 32, because Cirba, I thought he was on the ropes this weekend, comes out and shows just how good he is.
Well, I'm telling you now,
so much bad luck.
Just a new build, you know, those new builds, those new problems, they arise their head. So we know the formation by now. All he has to do is initiate and complete the first corner, and he will do that. But knowing Benediktas Cirba and the issues that he's had so far this weekend and following weeks.
Well, I think what he's going to do now is just get that lap in.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're super comfortable on the track, you're going to just say, yeah, I'll initiate the first corner and not risk the car. But if you're not super comfortable on the track, if you're hit and miss, and the car has been hit and miss more so than Cirba has, he'll take every lap. When he gets it right, it's tough to beat. And this is, I'm going to expect a big lead run here from Benediktas Cirba, who's now starting to see some big names in the championship fall down the order. He can start picking up some points here.
He's certainly going to go for it, Dave. A nice initiation, but it takes that dealt with it, and now starts to find the side of that E92 BMW, but that was almost a big accident there for Mitej today. He was aggressive, he fired that car off the inside and almost got stuck. Now transitions back, Cirba on a flyer, just about gets into the outside zone across the line.
But you got to say, I mean, you taste of that in the lead position, it will be the Lithuanian Benediktas Cirba in the chase. Can Cirba get the job done here? He's going to have to be aggressive.
Oh, he's going to go for it though. He is aggressive, Dave. Oh, and he makes a little stall up there, has to go back on the handbrake, and that allows it to get to the outside zone. But now Cirba finds himself up on the inside. Oh, and he's closer and he's braver than Itay Seda is. Now he starts to apply more pressure. Look at this from Cirba. Oh, that was textbook. Absolutely beautiful. But from Benediktas Cirba all the way up the door.
Very well top qualified. You know what? If the run goes right, has the capabilities, has the machinery. Can he get it done for Lithuania?
Well, there he goes off the line. Benediktas Cirba already aggressive, already putting that car right where it needs to be across the circuit. Freshly wet circuit. What can Cirba do? Into the outside zone nice and early. Look at that. Not too deep, not too shallow. Gets it right where the judges wanted to see it. Now, how can he do on this inside zone? Absolutely perfect. Doesn't touch the wall, keeps it clean as Cirba now fires into this long outside zone. Puts the back end and the tailgate and the spoiler right close to the wall, but doesn't flex them, just grazes the tail light along the wall. This is incredible from Cirba at the moment. Absolutely textbook. And what we like to see from the Lithuanian as he gets into the second to last outside zone. A little check-up that makes it work. Does flex the tailgate that time. Now starts to apply the pressure. Dials on the angle across the line.
Good run. Solid run. Like, really didn't look out of his comfort zone from start to finish there. It looked like he had a full command of what he wanted to achieve, which I think was a 90% run. I don't think he wants to push just that. Get into that top 4, come
that.
I think he'd love it, Dave.
I think he'd love that.
I think he'd love it.
I know Benediktas Cirba, he'd love that.
He would love it. Let's see what he can do right now. The Lithuanian off the line, through the gears down in that Cirba fighter, and it's a tentative initiation, and it was a shallow angle into that first outside zone. It looks a little slow, to be honest with you, Dave, from what we've seen just a moment ago from Kavir and Nilsson. The line's beautiful through those two inner zones. Well, what can he do here on this outside zone? Now starts to pick up the throttle. Once again, slows the car down. He's on the foot brake. This is not what the judges wanted to see. Need to keep that momentum, that flow going throughout the circuit. As Benediktas Cirba now just puts a wheel into that outside zone 5. Across the circuit he comes, second to last outside zone. Flames are up from the back end and underneath that E92 BMW. As Cirba looks for the final outside zone, shallows up the angle and gets it done.
I was just about to say, and I don't often do it, I agree with you. It was a little bit tentative. He slowed the car a lot to not really have any risk factor in there. And he was never going to hit anything too hard around that circuit. He was really in control, which is great.
And he would love to put a smile on the Lithuanian fans' faces here as he comes through the gears. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Benediktas Cirba flicks that car across the circuit. Konofalvi goes for that straight line approach, fires that car in. Oh, it's a brave move from Konofalvi, and it pays off because he's right in the pocket as Cirba leads them through that first outside zone. Now they come in to these inside zones, and the track looks absolutely perfect as Konofalvi flicks that S15 once again back into the zone. But he's lost a little ground on Benediktas Cirba, and he has to shallow up the angle and pop out of that outside zone. Cirba on an absolute flyer right now. As a big mistake in the middle of the circuit from Konofalvi. Straight lines it almost as they get into the second to last outside zone. Cirba on that perfect lead line. As Falvi goes for the front wheel, Cirba takes the spoiler off the car.
Oh, well, nobody's backing down. That's a bit subjective looking at that. I think Cirba's got half the job done. Can he get the second half done as he chases down the 16-year-old into that first corner?
Oh, and it's aggressive from Cirba already looking for the back bumper. Now looks for the side, and he goes for a big dive in. Cirba puts the back bumper and the spoiler and the tailgate up the wall, trying to find that proximity. As Konofalvi flexes the front bumper on the wall, they both transition perfectly. But look at this from Cirba. He's absolutely glued to the side of the young gun from Ireland. As Cirba will not want to go down without a fight. He pushes Konofalvi around the circuit, goes for the transition back as Falvi now looks for outside zone 6 as they fire through. And look at this from Cirba. He's glued to the rear wheel, won't want to let him get away. Big angle thrown on from Konofalvi, but there's no shaking the Lithuanian.
That was phenomenal. Heinonen said it's just one more battle between now and glory, and here we go.
Well, this is it. This could be the one. Lauri Heinonen fires that car from left to right. Big handbrake drag, gets on the throttle nice and early, sets himself lovely into that first outside zone. Cirba hits the wall, has to correct, and now they get into it. Now they come through the middle of the circuit. A little bit of grip, a little bit more pace in these cars. Now the track is drying slightly, and look at that from Cirba onto the door. A big dive across the circuit from the Lithuanian. Big angle carried by Lauri Heinonen, and he goes over the outside zone, but there's no shaking Benediktas Cirba. He's right with him. He tags the rear wheel, shallows up the angle once again. Oh, and he's almost straight there, is Cirba, as Lauri Heinonen brings him across the line.
Oh. You're like you're drifting tense. We got two scoops from glory. From the underdog 3 years ago to now the man to beat. Can he seal the deal and take the championship? Cirba goes for the big dive in, and Heinonen fires in on the door, and Heinen's there. Heinonen needs to force the issue here. If he wants to be the 24 champion, he's got to take it from Cirba. He can't expect it to win. Oh, and Lauri Heinonen almost goes in the wall. He avoids it. That was the moment. He got around it, and Lauri Heinonen stays in the mix and on Cirba's door. Heinen's got to be careful here, because both drivers flex the wall with the rear end of the car. They transition back. Heinen's 2 corners from the championship, but he takes the risk, the champion's risk, the risk that no one else would take. Heinen's taken it, and he may just have taken the championship.
That was phenomenal.